Katie from Nerd Church here, making one last final video to defend my slightly crackpot hypothesis that um, we really need to look at what we can learn from special ed about the development of writing and apply that to analyzing the development of writing among Hebrew scribes in the ancient Near East, which is like the sane, not emotionally charged version of this that somebody could actually use to do something good with. Thank you for letting me talk through this. You're welcome. Okay, as you can tell, part of the reason why I was doing all this is to illustrate my thought process, my learning process, because as I argue in my much longer form video, I am ChatGPT, I am essentially arguing that public libraries and mass communication allowed us to recreate an oral culture in the United States. And that oral culture meant that that oral culture combined with women in education allowed us to do what we've done. The problem is we've gotten to the point where we need to start valuing and paying women's labor, or we need to make like the humanities into a hobby. We need to bring back gentlemen philosophers, right? We need to expect really rich people to fund education. Education either needs to be a paid hobby or something that you dedicate your life to, and then people give you enough money to live on and enough money to raise a family on, or we're going to stagnate with our culture at the point that it is right now, probably about 2030, and then we're not going to change, except that that will probably only happen in the US, because ultimately we've decided that, or rather our current government has decided that land is more important than people. And I think that when you see a civilization falling apart and a new civilization is being born, it's worthwhile to go back and try to imagine what before looked like. Also, that video I made, that was one straight take. I had written it in my head about 3 different times, and one of those was a poem.